Welcome to Community Taking Action, ABCD's program highlighting people and organizations doing great things in and around the Boston area. We are now joined with Mirta Rodriguez of the ABCD, Jamaica Plain, APAC, and Boston Hispanic Center. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Eric.
Well, let's start with your role at the APAC and the Hispanic Center, and then some of the general uniqueness of those entities.
Perfect. So I'm the operations manager for the Boston Hispanic Center and for the Jamaica Plain APAC, as you mentioned. Okay. 2 sites and 1 location, just to easily say. But both sites are just here to help the community here in Boston, and we'll talk more about what the difference is in both sites.
Sure.
In a little bit. But we are in the same location. We're in the Bromley Heath community. So really close to the Jackson Station,
right.
Really easy to access.
Easy access, right?
Easy access.
And so uniqueness, aside from having 2 locations in 2 centers in 1 location, that's certainly unique. But how about some of the unique services or unique history of the program?
What's unique is for the Jamaica Plain APAC, we have services such as fuel. So under the winter campaign, we're able to offer fuel assistance for clients who need help to heat their home or even for weatherization. And we refer out to other sites that would help with coats and boots and toys. But we also have similar programs to other sites, such as Summer Works. We do free tax preparation. Our food pantry is one of the biggest food pantry for ABCD. So many services under Jamaica Plain APAC, but the cool thing is that we get to connect families to the Boston Hispanic Center as well, that has different services that JP didn't have before. So that's really, really cool. I think clients love the fact that they can come to this site and get services under 2 ABCD sites, but in the same location. So I think clients in the past had to go to 2 different sites to talk about immigration. Right. So that's is really convenient for clients.
How about services that you might provide? Because I know, this is a trick question really, but you guys do some really, really large events that I don't see at some of the other locations, that I think helps with your relationship in the community. What are some of those things? I mean, they're always big because I see the
Oh, yes. Under the Boston Hispanic Center, we try to educate families about different things that other cultures do, such as 3 Kings Day. So we celebrate 3 Kings Day. This year, we're trying to do Black History Month. We also try to do many events for Summer Works. We go all out because we want to promote Summer Works. Nice. We've been trying to create a teen center, which every summer we do martial arts, healthy cooking, dress for success. We get to visit different colleges. So we want to promote that program. So every time we do Summer Works at the end of the year, we do a huge celebration. And then that way we get the word out about the cool things about just not having a summer job, but the opportunities and experience that you get through that.
How old do you have to be for the teen program? Is it literally 13 or is it?
We started at 13 because we have another program called YAY. So through that program called Youth Engaged in Action, we have pulled kids just to get them motivated about healthy cooking and the martial art piece. So we started at 13, but we go all out to the age of 21, just like Summer Works does.
And you talked a little bit about earlier the food pantry. I want to just rewind a little bit and jump into that because I hear you have a big one.
Oh, yes. So we've been blessed at the Broms. Now that we've moved to Bromley, we have a huge space. So we get to buy more food for the Greater Boston Food Bank, and we get donations from sites just like Whole Foods. So we help twice as double families in the community. We do food pantry Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we get to help families that come all around Boston.
Now, the Boston Hispanic Center, I know, has been around with ABCD for some time,
Yes.
And now that it's housed in Bromley, Jamaica Plain, what kinds of programs is the Hispanic Center spearheading? I heard 3 Kings Day, and what else are you guys working on?
So we try to do lots of workshops, and we also do ESL classes. We partner with other organizations that could do the classes for us because staff is also sometimes could be a problem. But we do workshops on housing. We have done workshops on just education in different colleges, just to promote and to educate the community. And we're always looking to see what's the issue out there for the Latino community and other communities, just so then we can experience it, get more information, and then do more. We do lots of civics classes, and then at the same time we do immigration days. So what we do is also called Citizenship days. So we get other families completed, and we're able to submit their N400 applications for citizenship at one time.
Walk me through that process, because obviously when I read, I'm watching the news, et cetera, immigration is a huge issue, et cetera.
Yes.
And so what you're saying is the Hispanic Center is actually helping families
Oh, yes.
with some part of the immigration process?
Yes.
Which parts of it?
So we help clients apply for citizenship. Clients that have been here legally, many clients don't know that there's a fee waiver.
So in order for me to apply to be a citizen, I have to pay?
You have to pay $680 for the application.
Can I get a loan?
And never mind the lawyers, because you have to pay a high fee when you go to an attorney or even to a notario. So ABCD is doing applications for people to become citizenship without a charge. And if you qualify for the fee waiver, you will save the $680. $680. Really, really hard for even for working families. Never mind for seniors and clients that don't have a job. So what we do is we prep them. We make sure that they're ready to apply. For those who are not ready, that still the English is a concern. We do civic classes, so we make sure we prep them.
Because you have to pass a test, right?
Yes, we have to pass the history test, and then you have to pass the personal exam, which is just conversation English. So we work them through the whole process.
It's like, how does that change someone's life when they're able to go through that process?
It's wonderful to see once they become a U.S. citizen, they come back with that certificate and they're able to register to vote. So for me, I think immigration, I think more rights, I think more opportunities. So clients come back ready to say, like, I want to vote. You know, I want to get my U.S. passport to petition for family members that are in their countries. So it's more opportunities, it's better jobs, like you mentioned. So we've seen many families who have passed and come back just to say thank you.
How long does it take?
The application process for them to complete an application with us is only as long as they have all the paperwork. We can do it even in one visit, or sometimes 2 visits. And then the process between immigration is about 5-6 months. So, but you know, we help them, we motivate them, make sure we have all the paperwork, so then they can be fully complete in
And
less
so you
than
stay
6
with
months.
them over 5-6 months to...
Oh, yes. We follow everything they get. We're accredited, so everything they get, we get in the mail as well. So we make sure that we follow through to just make sure any concerns, if the fingerprints are being done on time, and then even the oath, which is the most exciting piece because they come back with that certificate to prove that that your work, what you did, really followed through, and they really appreciated that.
And when someone becomes a citizen, do they qualify for the other programs, or were they already eligible for the other programs that we talked about?
They were already eligible for the other programs. I mean, we help many clients, even undocumented clients. There are many services they can still apply for. But, you know, like I said, applying for citizenship, becoming a citizen, you can now vote. So now the next service that they're going to come back is for passports. And even some will come back just to ask for additional information.
You get a Social Security card, right?
You get a Social Security. Well, you already had a Social Security card, but now they just have to call and notify that they're a U.S. citizen. So if they apply for Social Security benefits as a U.S. citizen, now they will have more benefits.
Seems like a very complicated process.
Very exciting, though.
As long as you have help.
Yes.
And so the phone number and/or address, how do you want people to contact?
So our phone number is 617-522-4830, and our location is 30 Bickford Street in Jamaica Plain in the Bromley Heath Projects.
And what's the best way to get to that?
Really, really easy. We're next to Martha Elliott, next to Stop and Shop.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
So you'll find us.
So Mirta, I want to thank you for coming and educating us about both the Boston Hispanic Center and the Jamaica Plain APAC. I think it's been very helpful, and really for me, helps to clarify for me. I can get it all by calling one number.
Yes. Thank you for the invitation, Eric.
I appreciate you coming, and we'll have you back, and maybe we'll bring some teams and talk about some of the upcoming.
Sure. Thank you so much.
That concludes our program today. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And if you've missed any episodes, you can get them on YouTube. Thank you for joining Community Taking Action. I'm your host, Eric Mitchell. Until next time.